I did not see that one coming story. I worked as a bartender at this fancy steakhouse downtown for about 4 years. Nice place, expensive steaks, the kind of spot where business guys came during lunch to talk deals and show off their money. I knew all the regulars by name and their usual drinks. It was good money, and I liked the job well enough. One Thursday afternoon, this young guy walked in looking super nervous. Maybe mid-20s, kept checking his phone every few seconds and looking over his shoulder like someone was following him. He had on jeans and a beat-up jacket, definitely didn't fit the usual crowd we got during lunch rush. His hands were shaking when he ordered just a beer and some fries. The weird thing was, he never took off his backpack the whole time. Just sat there hunched over his food, barely touching it, constantly looking around the restaurant like he was waiting for something bad to happen. When he paid his tab, he pulled out a thick roll of cash, which seemed odd for someone who looked like he was barely scraping by. I cleared his table about 10 minutes after he left, and that's when I saw it. A credit card receipt tucked under his plate, even though I knew for sure he'd paid cash. I almost threw it away, but something made me look closer at the signature. The name on it was David Mitchell, my brother's name. My brother who died 3 years ago, shot during a robbery at a gas station where he worked nights to pay for college. The bastard who killed him took his wallet and they never found it. Police said it was probably thrown away or destroyed after the cash was taken out. But there was my brother's signature, clear as day, on a receipt from 20 minutes ago. My hands started shaking as I called my manager over. We checked the security cameras and watched the footage back. The nervous guy had actually pulled out the credit card, signed the receipt, then suddenly switched to cash and left the receipt behind like it was an accident. But you could tell it wasn't really an accident by how he kept looking around while he did it. I called the police right away. They came and took the receipt and pulled more security footage from outside the restaurant. Turns out they'd been looking for this guy for months. His name was Blake, and he wasn't just carrying around one stolen credit card. When they arrested him 2 days later, they found a whole box in his apartment full of IDs, credit cards, and personal stuff from different people. But here's where it gets crazy. Blake wasn't the one who killed my brother. He told police he'd bought the wallet off some guy for $50 at a bar about 6 months after the murder. The guy said he had a bunch of wallets and IDs he needed to get rid of quick. Blake bought 3 of them, including David's. Police traced this back to a pawn shop across town where Blake had tried to sell some of the other stuff. The pawn shop had security cameras and records of everyone who came in. They found footage of the guy who sold Blake the wallets. I couldn't believe it when they showed me the picture. It was Tommy, the night security guard at the warehouse where I'd been working part-time for extra cash for the past 2 years. This guy I said hi to every single shift, who asked about my family sometimes, who knew I had a brother who died and acted all sympathetic about it. I'd been walking past my brother's killer twice a week for 2 years, making small talk with him, and never had a clue. He'd been sitting on David's stuff all this time, slowly selling pieces of it when he needed quick money. Tommy confessed everything when they arrested him, said the gas station robbery wasn't even planned. He just needed money for drugs and things went wrong when David tried to fight back. He'd been carrying around the guilt but also couldn't resist keeping the wallet as some sick trophy, all because some nervous kid accidentally left a credit card receipt under his plate at my restaurant.